Now that you've downloaded the Excel skills workbook, you might as well go ahead and open it up. Alright, so I have opened it already. You might see something at the top that says you need to enable editing because you downloaded it from Blackboard. You will also notice that I am using Excel 365 from the Office 365 software package. This is because this is the version you'll get Office 365 on the tablets or laptops that they give to you for the program. So I wanted everyone to be using the same thing. Alright, so we're inside of this Excel workbook. So a workbook contains one or more worksheets. Worksheets are down here at the bottom that we can get to different ones by clicking on each of the tabs. So some people call these tabs. Their official name is a worksheet. So a workbook is made up of one or more worksheets. A worksheet contains rows and columns. You'll see that the rows are numbered 1 through whatever. All right. And you'll also see that the columns are letters. That's the default way that it shows you the way it's labeling it. There's actually some other way underneath that we're not going to talk about, that it actually keeps track of where you are in the worksheet. So you can move around, right, different worksheets within the workbook. Right. The problem is that if you have a lot, notice over here I've gone so far that I have little dots over here, meaning that there are more worksheets off to the left. To go back, I can hold down the control key and hit page up, and that goes to the worksheet that's to the left of me. Right? When I get to the farthest to the left, it doesn't go any further. Right? It doesn't cycle around. To go to the worksheets to the right, I can do control page down. Right? To the worksheets to the left, control page up. Now, let's see. I'm gonna select A1 right here. It's selected because I clicked in the cell A1. I can see in the name box right here, when I mouse over top, we see the tooltip name box. It's A1. And if I hit the control down arrow key, it takes me all the way to the very bottom of that worksheet. You'll see here that we have over 1 million rows that we can use within a worksheet. If I hit control right arrow, it goes as far over to the far right as it can be, column XFD. So you can do the math on that and figure out that it's more than 16,000 columns. So you can have 16,000 columns in 1 million rows approximately. I can hit control up arrow to go all the way back up to the top, control left arrow to go all the way back over. Now all of that happened because cell A1 does not have any values in it. If instead I come down here to B2 and hit control down arrow, right, it goes to the next thing that has stuff in it. So notice here it goes from B2 to B3, jumps down to B8 because there's nothing in between it, and then it jumps all the way down to the bottom again. So it goes to the next cell that has data in it. So this is very useful, especially if I'm in a large data set like I have here. I can go control down. I see that I have 1,000 rows of data and BB different. That must be 50, right? About 50 something. Yeah, because I have some spaces over there. Columns of data. So I can move around. What I'm doing here is using my control up arrow, now my control left arrow, control down arrow to move around the edges, right? There are other ways we can do that as well. So this is very useful to be able to move around a lot. So our keyboard shortcuts are control arrow keys to move around within the large contiguous data set here. So they're all next to each other. And control page down, control page up to move between worksheets. When we come back, we're going to do some more navigating and trying to fill in averages and totals for rows and columns using some navigational shortcuts.